One biblical story that exemplifies the fruits of the Spirit mentioned in Galatians 5:22-23 is the story of Joseph from the book of Genesis. Joseph displayed love by maintaining forgiveness and compassion toward his brothers despite their initial betrayal. When his brothers came to Egypt seeking food during a famine, Joseph had the opportunity for revenge, but instead chose to embrace them with love and reconciliation. Throughout his trials, Joseph remained steadfast in his faith and found joy in serving others and in the knowledge that God was with him. Even in prison, he remained optimistic and eventually rose to a position of power in Egypt. Joseph exhibited peace by trusting in God's plan for his life, even when circumstances seemed dire. He maintained a sense of calm and assurance, knowing that God was in control. Joseph endured years of hardship and waiting before seeing the fulfillment of God's promises in his life. He remained patient, trusting in God's timing rather than trying to force his own agenda. Joseph showed kindness to those around him, including his fellow prisoners and servants in Egypt. He treated others with respect and generosity, even when they did not necessarily deserve it. Joseph consistently acted with integrity and righteousness, refusing to compromise his principles even in the face of temptation and adversity. Throughout his trials, Joseph remained faithful to God, trusting in his promises and following his guidance. Joseph demonstrated gentleness in his interactions with others, particularly with his family members. Despite his position of authority, he treated others with humility and compassion. Joseph exercised self-control by resisting the temptation to seek revenge on his brothers or to become bitter and resentful about his circumstances. He remained focused on God's plan for his life and trusted in his sovereignty. The story of Joseph serves as a powerful example of how the fruits of the Spirit can manifest in the life of a faithful believer, even in the midst of adversity and hardship.